This video is to quickly show how to change a damper or a valve actuator. It'd be a ball valve, and the principles are the same. I have right here a damper actuator. First thing you want to do is make sure that power is turned off to the actuator. But this particular actuator has a screw on the bottom. This is kind of like a wiring harness. So we unscrew it, and all this does is unplug. As you can see, this has wiring terminals here where the wiring plugs into, and then this has little connectors right here that plugs into the actuator. I have a 5/16 wrench that I loosen the actuator from the shaft, and it also has a screw here that connects it to the ductwork or wherever else it's going to be mounted. That has to be removed. And then all you have to do is slide off the actuator. And we'll just say this is the new one. And then you just go reverse. So what you want to do is slide this on. Don't tighten anything down. Then you'll want to take the mounting screw and put it back in place. Okay, before we tighten this down, what you want to do is go ahead and power this back up, and you want to drive it in a position through the control system. So you either want it open or closed. It really doesn't matter which one. You can do it either way, but you want to make sure that it drives into the position that you want it to be at. And wait about 3 minutes after you give that control signal for it to make sure that it drives. Once it's driven, you can turn that power back off, and then what you want to do is go ahead and plug it back in. Go ahead and tighten down the harness. Now this is the part where you want to make sure that the mounting is correct on the shaft. So if you've opened up the actuator to a 100% open position, you go ahead and just move your shaft to that position. And once it's in that position, you go ahead and tighten down the actuator onto the shaft. And if it's in the closed position, you go ahead and do the same thing there. Just make sure that it's in that position, and then go ahead and tighten down your actuator onto the shaft of either the damper or the valve. And again, it's a ball valve that this particular type of actuator goes onto. Anyway, then you turn the power back on. Go ahead and put your control signal back to auto, and the actuator should work properly.